All right, everybody, we're back in Studio B today. My name's Jim. This is the Cumulative Effect, and we're going to be sampling some different type of chips and crackers today. So if you're on a low-carb diet like I am, you're always looking for something salty, crunchy, something that you can dip. And I've tried pork rinds before. I've tried kale chips before. Those are okay, but I wanted to try something different this time. So we're going to be doing some daikon chips. This is a daikon radish. Per 100 grams, this has 4.1 carbs. We're going to try some zucchini chips, which I've made once before, but we'll try them again. This is 3.1 grams per 100 carbs. We're going to be sampling some cheese wisps. I picked these up at Costco. They came in a giant package, 14 individual packages like this for about $11. And these have 1 gram of carbs per bag. And then finally, we're going to be using some almond flour and Parmesan to make a cracker, basically an almond Parmesan cracker. So we'll see how all 4 of those turn out and see if any of them are something that I want to eat on an ongoing basis. Talk to you soon. I'm back for the final review of my chip challenge, I guess I'll call it. And I'll be honest with you, I didn't even want to finish this video. Wasn't happy with how the radish chips came out, was not happy with how the zucchini chips came out, and really don't like the cheese whips. But I'll do it anyhow. So here's my samples of my finished products. We have the radish chips. I think we sliced these and the zucchini chips a little bit too thin, and it took probably close to 3 hours just to get them to this state, and the radish ones just never really crisped up. Only a few of them did. These are the cheese wisps, and then in the middle is the almond flour Parmesan crackers. As you can see with the zucchini and the radishes, they shrank up quite a bit. When we were weighing them, you got about 12 zucchini chips for 100 grams, which would be right around 3 carbs. And you had 10 radish chips for 100 grams, also 4.1 carbs, I think is what those came out to be. So as you can see, when they shrink up, there's not much there. It's not like eating 10 normal sized potato chips. It's like eating 5 normal sized potato chips when you get done. The other thing with the radish chips was I could still smell the radish all the way through the process. So even though we tried to rinse these and get as much water out of them as what we could, all through the baking process, you could smell that it smelled like radish. And even the ones that crisped up a little bit that I was able to try, those also had a little bit of a radish flavor to them. I think you could get rid of that by basically, once you get them peeled and sliced, let these things soak in water for, I don't know, an hour or 2, just to get a lot of that starchiness out of it, and then dry them out as much as what you can before you bake them. But that's definitely a downside of the radish chip. So I'm going to start with zucchini. The zucchini, when they're done properly and they get dried out, doesn't have a very strong veggie taste to it. It's actually a decent chip. It's just a really small chip. Moving along to the radish one. Don't smell a strong radish today. That's a good sign. Still super chewy. Cheese Wisp. My Costco bag came with 14 bags of these Cheese Wisps. If you're looking to get some Cheese Wisps, let me know. I can send you 12 bags because I don't think we will eat the rest of these. What this is, it's basically cheese that's been fried, whatever they've done to it, but this has the strongest cheese flavor for a cheddar cheese chip that I've seen in anything. Even normal cheddar cheese isn't as strong cheese flavor as what this chip is. On the plus side, they have great crunch factor to them. Leave like a little bit of a oily residue in your mouth, similar to what a pork rind would. So similar to that, anything that you're dipping or anything else, you're going to get that oiliness to it, which quickly becomes unappetizing. Last one is the Atkins flour chips. I really like these. They crisped up well. They've got a good crunch to them, a really good flavor to them, but in addition to that, I think that they would be great for if you want to do cheese and crackers, or if you've got a dip that you want to use. These would be really good for the dip. I will add a comment on how many carbs these have because I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's really low count for 12 of the crackers. So if you're going to try and do your own or buy store-bought, my recommendation is just to buy some almond flour and some Parmesan cheese and make these Parmesan almond flour chips or crackers. These were the best by far. Back to the display. This was about a half of a daikon radish that we used and about a half a zucchini, maybe even closer to a whole zucchini that we used. Once they do crisp up, there's just not a lot left there. You're talking about a tiny little handful of either one, so not a lot of substance to them once they're done. Something to give a try, but really if you're just looking to do some crackers, I would stick with the Parmesan and almond flour version of these. It was by far the best, and also the one that I could see using for other things and will make again. Definitely will make that one again. That's all I have. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope if you try these yourselves, you'll drop some comments below. Maybe I missed a step or I wasn't doing something properly when I was making these zucchini and daikon ones, but not a big fan of either one of those, at least on the way that I did them. Take care, everybody.